All right, welcome to the second episode of our little
Little
big
Big
chat
Chat
show.
Show.
I'm here with my co-host as usual.
Carter.
Yes, and I'm Vin. All right. So you said you wanted to talk a little bit about our our trip, our big Asia trip, but maybe just the one part. So we'll talk about our trip to Vietnam
With the partial flyover in
layover.
our layover.
Yes.
What did I say?
I think you said flyover. We did
Flyover.
kind of fly over it, so that's true.
Our layover in Japan.
Yeah. So okay. So we flew out of here, out of Chicago, and we had our first stop in Japan, in Tokyo, and our layover was crazy long.
10 whole hours.
Yeah, it was a long time. So luckily we were like, well, I don't want to sit at the airport for 10 hours. So we decided that we're gonna venture out and kind of go look around for a little bit. And obviously we don't have a ton of time, and going through customs and all that stuff, it takes a little bit of time, and checking in your bags and stuff, because we didn't want to carry it around with us and everything. But yeah, so what do you want to say about that?
Like in Japan, we handed our luggages in for like cleaning or something.
For cleaning
Or something?
no,
No.
we just had it, so we just paid like a service for them to kind of
Like keep it in the locker, right?
Yeah.
So like to have them keep it in the locker. And at first, when we like came back, we went to the airport and
well, we'll get
Like-
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So after we put our kind of checked in our bags or whatever, and then we went and got on a train, and then we headed over to Shibuya Crossing, right?
yeah, and then we crossed Shibuya Crossing.
Oh yeah, so that was kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that at all, but it's kind of like when it's time for the pedestrians to walk, it's like they just
It's like so crowded.
yeah,
like-
and then it's like go, and it's like
Hundreds.
yeah,
of people
everybody
are
just kind of
walking.
walks in any direction that they want. It's just wherever you want to go. It's like no
wanna go?
holds barred.
Just go.
Yeah, you just go. You can go diagonally. You can go this way. You can go that way. It doesn't matter. So it was actually really cool to kind of experience that, and just to see how it was a little hectic. It was like we're like, oh man, there's so many people generally just walking. so that was actually really cool to see. We went around a little bit, and then we stopped by. I don't even know what place it was, but again, it wasn't too far. It was walking distance from there, where we stopped to grab a bite. And then I remember on the way back,
But like during dinner, I remember how I was like really, really tired.
we were all a little tired. We were all a little
I was
tired.
very tired. I had no sleep on the entire plane ride.
I know. I thought you guys were crazy. You and your brother. Neither of you guys slept, and I'm like, that's not good.
That's not good.
It's not good for anybody. And then I remember on the way back, after we just finished eating, you guys saw the McDonald's there. You guys were like, let's go to McDonald's. And we were like, oh man, we literally just ate, but you guys still fought for it. You guys still want to go to McDonald's. So then we ended up going to the McDonald's there. Do you remember what you ordered?
Chicken nuggets.
Was that all you guys got?
Yeah.
Okay. But I remember you both got Happy Meals, so then you both got your little toys and everything. And
Oh yeah, we picked the cute toy because we thought it was gonna be like a cute plushie, and it was like a Barbie.
oh, that's right. So then you guys went back and exchanged it. What was the other toy then?
The cool toy, which are cards.
The cards?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. And then I remember, I think I got like a teriyaki burger or something like that. It was very different. Do you remember what you guys what your reaction was to their fries?
Like
To the French fries?
no.
No? Okay. So I remember when you guys ate the French fries, you guys were like, oh, it tastes different because it's not as salty as it is in like America. So
Yeah.
so you guys weren't used to it. You're like, oh, this is strange. This is like, ugh. And then you kept, I don't know if you remember, but you asked to get salt so we can put salt on it.
Oh, vaguely. I can like vaguely remember that.
So then after that, we left the McDonald's and we walked around for a little bit, and then we went to that I might be mispronouncing it, but the Hachiko, um, uh, the Hachiko, is that what it was called? The Hachiko statue of the loyal dog. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a very interesting story. Um, about like the loyalists of
That
dogs.
that dog that stayed like at that
Yeah.
train
Yep,
for
yep.
his owner.
Yes, yes. After the owner had passed and whatnot, and every day the dog kept showing up and waiting for his owner to return, which never did. But yeah, it's very good, very good story. Anyways, so after that, then we headed back to the airport. After venturing around for a few hours, we ended up heading back to the airport, and this is when we tried to get to our luggage. We ended up returning to the wrong terminal. And then we forgot which terminal we were at, and we're like, "Uh-oh." And then when we went there, I just remember everything looked different. We're like, "Oh my gosh, where are we? This isn't right. This doesn't seem right."
And right before we actually got to our luggages, we went to the bathroom, and then like we got back, and we were just waiting for our mom, and she went through a whole new exit. So we were just waiting for her, like,
Oh,
where is she?
yeah, she was like all the way down to the other side. We're standing there like, man, where is she? What is taking her so long? But yeah, okay, I forgot about that. But yeah, so then eventually we figured out where we were supposed to go. And then we got back to the correct terminal and everything, and then we went and got our luggage, and then we went to our gate and we sat there and waited for a little bit. And I remember I kept telling you guys to go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And your brother, luckily, he listened. You refused to go to
And then I
sleep.
started playing on my Switch.
And then after a little bit, you like knocked out. Like I told you to go lie down because we had enough seats where you could just lie down. You're like, no, I'm good, I'm good. And then I look over and you're knocked out like this. Totally uncomfortable and all that. I was like, oh my goodness, what's this guy doing? So yeah, so then eventually we got on the plane, and then we flew to Vietnam, to Ho Chi Minh City.
Like 6-hour flight, I think.
I don't remember. I remember it was long, but it wasn't like, it didn't feel that long. And
I
then
think it was 6 hours because I remember
Okay.
that I slept like 3 hours.
Did you?
In there?
Oh, good. And then we got there, and then my cousins picked us up from the airport, and then we hung out for a little bit, and then yeah, what else did we? Then what did we do after that? Do you remember?
I think we went to Novotel.
Okay, so we went to our hotel, and which I really liked that hotel. It was very nice.
The food?
Chef's kiss. Yeah, like we had breakfast there pretty much every morning that we were there, I think, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
awesome.
I
the
think it was
food
every single morning.
yeah, and like the food there was awesome. I was like,
Actually,
"Oh."
hold on. We might have not have eaten breakfast the first day that we were there.
Mhm.
I think we went out that day.
Maybe you might be right. But nonetheless, yeah. So we hung out over there. We stayed there for a few days, and then we ended up going to. We took an overnight sleeper bus to Nha Trang.
To Nha Trang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that was pretty cool. So we went there, and then we stayed at, I forgot what's the hotel that we stayed at.
Marvella Nha Trang something.
That's great. Something. But we stayed at a hotel that was basically right across from the beach, so that made it very convenient for us to go to the beach and everything. So that was nice. We went around for a little bit. I know one day we went to go watch one of those water puppet shows, which I thought that was super fun.
That water show thing
Yeah.
with those puppets.
Yeah, water puppet show, like I said, bro. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. I didn't know what to expect because I've seen a little bit like on
YouTube
and stuff like that, but I didn't know what to expect. I know like some places can be better than others, but that place was actually pretty cool. And then that part when they had like I don't know, I guess the water buffalo or whatever it was, or ox that came down, like I thought that looked amazing. I thought that was super cool.
To be honest, my favorite part was the kids behind us.
Oh, they were so obnoxious. But the thing is that they were obnoxious in the sense that they kept talking throughout the whole show, but it wasn't like but it was weird. So it was obnoxious, but I wasn't mad, I guess, because they were so excited about the show that they could not stop talking. Like they were like, "Oh my god, look how cool this is!" Oh, that I mean, so it wasn't like they were just yapping along about nonsense. You know what I mean, they were actually paying attention.
Because like they were speaking Vietnamese, and I don't know that much Vietnamese.
Yeah,
I thought they were like roasting the show.
Yeah, no, it's the exact opposite. You know what I mean? Like they were actually really excited to be there, and they were just really they were enjoying the show, but they were just like talking the whole time. And they were younger kids, so I would say my guess is they were probably like
11,
10,
12.
11, 12. Yeah, something like that, 10 to 12. But yeah, they were just so excited. They kept everything that happened. They were like, "Oh, that's so cool! Look at that!" Da, da, da. Yeah. So it was obnoxious in a sense that I'm like, man, just calm down, enjoy the show. Or their parents could have told them to relax or whatever. But the fact that they were so excited, like I could be mad at them about it, you know?
Like you couldn't be mad at like kids that are like, "Wow, that's so cool."
Yeah, like I think if they were older, they should know better to not be talking throughout a show. But I think because they were young enough where and they were so excited for the show, which again, the show was really cool. I mean, I thought it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, you know, but when I went there, I really, really enjoyed it.
To be honest, I expected the ox and that dragon looking thing to like fight, but of course they didn't.
Oh, that would have been something else.
That would have been cool.
That would have been something else. Yeah, so that was cool. And then you know, obviously we did a bunch of beach stuff and all that stuff, and I think that was when you first were introduced to Highlands, right? Was it there?
Highlands.
Yeah, Highlands. So
Highlands is like the Starbucks in Vietnam.
Yeah. So and I wouldn't say it's everywhere, but it was, you know, it was in a lot of places for sure. But yeah, like when Carter had his first taste of Highlands, he was like, "Highlands every day, let's go."
We had it like 5 times, like 6 times in Vietnam.
Did we really? Is it that often?
Yeah.
That actually, dang, that's a lot.
Like 4 to 6 times.
Jeez. So anyways, yeah, so that was a good time. And, you know, we hung out in Nha Trang for a few days. Then we headed back to Ho Chi Minh City.
And we went back to Novotel.
We went back to the same hotel.
I remember when at Novotel, like we went to go to Highlands, like that was like right next door.
It was at the bottom of the hotel. Yeah.
It was like in Novotel.
Yeah.
I remember when
I didn't even think I realized that that's what it was until like the second time we were there.
But like I kept on like begging you guys to bring us. So then like mine and Alex's mom like brought us there, and then we bumped into Sitchek.
Oh yeah. So my cousin was there.
So.
Yeah. And so one thing is like the first time we were in Ho Chi Minh City before we ended up going to Nha Trang was I remember we went to some like it was like a very interesting kind of hot pot thing. Like you slept throughout the whole dinner, so you didn't even know. But we went to this really cool place. I think
that place where like I was like, I'm so tired, just let me sleep.
Yeah, and then you just slept the whole time.
And then the chick brought me food right after.
I think so. Yeah. So what happened was, so we ended up going to this restaurant, and it was like, I think it might have been like a Hong Kong type hot pot, you know, whatever. I'm not even exactly sure what it was.
The food looked so good, but I resisted myself to sleep.
Yeah, the food was awesome. Like I remember, you know, they just ordered like a bunch of food, so we're cooking it on top, but underneath the cooking area was like they were cooking congee underneath it. So everything that was being cooked on top of like the grate area or whatever, all the juices of like the meat of seafood and all that stuff, it was dripping. Yeah, it was dripping into the congee. So
and
then,
like you guys got to eat the congee.
Yeah, so
after?
when we're done eating like all the meat and all the food and everything, all the juices and everything was, you know, just sitting there in the congee. So then when we were done, we would, you know, take the thing off, and then we would eat the congee at the end of the night, and that was freaking fire. That was so good. I was like, oh. Yeah, anyways, so that was like before we even went to Nha Trang. But anyways, while you were still kind of working through your jet lag.
But if you don't know what congee is, it's this soup.
It's just rice soup.
Just some rice soup with meat and vegetables.
Yeah. So kanji itself is just, just rice soup. But normally when we cook it at home, we always put like, we put stuff in there.
Meat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
vegetables,
Yeah.
green
Usually,
onion.
so we put a lot of, we put vegetables in there. We put, chicken, some sort of protein. Usually it's chicken, in there and whatnot. Sometimes some sort of ground meat, but usually chicken. But yeah, it was awesome. I love that. I was like, man, this thing is fire. It's so good. Um,
Dang, I should have slept the next day.
I know, I know. We were trying to wake you up, and you're just like, no, can't do it, can't do it. um, and then okay, so after we were in Yat again, it's all the beach stuff. We did, we did a lot of beach stuff, a lot of pool stuff.
Too much
Got a little
beach.
tan, and I loved it. Oh, do you remember the crazy thing about the beach in Yat? Do
What?
you remember like
Oh yeah, how
did-
it was
yeah.
like it was like really short. So we were like, yeah, we can go like a lot deeper, and then like
a lot further.
like a lot like further in to the beach, and like there was just this like 2 foot drop. So like it was like so it went from like my waist up to like the top of my chest.
Yeah, it
So I
was
was like, I ain't going further.
yeah, it was like basically one step, and it dipped like about a foot and a half. It was like you're like, whoa, what the heck? It wasn't like a gradual decline into the ocean. It was just
like normal beaches.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it
It was
goes,
so
like,
it was
gradually.
so bizarre.
It was just like a little bit, and then
Boom. Yeah, we're like, whoa, what the heck just happened? And like, for adults, it's not that big a deal, but for the little guys, they take a step, and you're like, oh, well, what happened? So but it was fun. It was nice. It was very nice to just be on the beach and all that stuff. And the pool at our hotel was really nice there too.
Which one?
That was the one. It was like an infinity pool on top.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That was probably my favorite pool that I swam in.
I don't know.
Probably.
Whatever. We'll get to that. But okay. And then yeah, I just remember the food there was awesome too. I like the people who work there at that hotel. Man, they were so on it. Like I remember I would go up there to eat, go up to the rooftop to eat, and then like they recognized me. They stopped asking for my room number.
Yeah, like it was
like
only like the first time.
No, they never asked me for.
Seriously?
No, they never asked me. Like I just went up there. Just like this guy's good, man. It's cool. And then I remember I would go up there and I'll ask for like a noodle dish, like a pho or whatever. And then they're like, you want us to double it up for you? I was like, that sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. So every day I go up there, they'll always like double it up for me. It was so awesome.
You sure they don't treat other people there like that?
I don't know. It didn't seem like, well, they didn't treat your mom like that. It didn't seem like they treated everybody like that. They were always nice. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like they were extra nice to me. And I think maybe it's because like a lot of times they would see me go up there and it was just me and then you guys because your mom would be getting ready. So it looked like I was up there, by myself with 2 kids. So I think they felt bad for me. So because of that, they were. I'm just kidding. So because of that, I think they were being extra nice. I think they were being extra nice to me because they wanted to try to help me out. But I remember they were running around. They were always like follow Alex to make sure that, hey, like, are you good with the juice? Are you good with this? Are you good with that? So they were always like very helpful with him too. So that was they were. I think their service was awesome. Don't get me wrong. The service in Ho Chi Minh City was awesome too. Like they were very good there too. But I felt like at Nha Trang they were like super super nice.
Where else did we go?
Well, from there we went back to Ho Chi Minh City. Remember? Then we went to Novotel, and then that's when my friend from here, she was visiting her family in Thailand, and then she came to Ho Chi Minh City, hang out with us for a couple of days, and then. But I think right before she came, we ended up doing what is it called? The Mekong Delta tour. So then that's when we did that. So we did that little tour, which was actually
the
very
one with
fun.
the bus where it was like a 1.5 hour ride.
Oh yeah, so we rode out so that we could do the tour where we did where we were on the boat and all that stuff. Where there were like people singing and all that stuff. So
when were the people singing?
What?
When
they
were
were just
the people
they were singing while we were eating. Remember? They were like giving snacks and stuff, and there were like some people singing and performing for us. But yeah, then we got on the little boat. Do you remember our the guy that was the 2 guys that were on our boat that were like rowing the boats for us? They were going so fast. They were going so fast that like we were passing up all of these other boats. Do you remember?
What?
You don't remember? I was like, man, our time on the boat is gonna be so short because these guys are like racing. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh man. But anyways, the nice thing is that right before we went on that tour, remember that's when you guys bought your rice, your Vietnamese like rice hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cute.
I'd grab those right now if I could, but we're on film.
No, it'll be all right. And okay, so then after that, my friend came over, hung out with us. She had a couple of kids with her, so then we all hung out. And then I think, was it the day after?
Our
was
cousins came?
when my mom and so your grandma and my sister and her family came through with, it was my sister, her husband, and her daughter. They came through. They flew into Ho Chi Minh City, met up with us, and then we hung out with them for like a couple days there before
we
left. And then we headed to Gat Ya. So that's where my mom grew up. That was her hometown. So we ended up.
How long did she grow up there?
I don't know. She came to the States when she was about 30-ish or something like that. So about 30 years. But anyways, yeah. So she was there, and she. Oh no, I'm sorry. So then we were checking out a hotel, and then our cousins, or my cousin, I should say, not our cousins, my cousin,
our cousins,
my cousins had set up like this awesome like tour bus that came and picked us up, and like I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So then, threw all of our luggage in there and all that stuff. Then we went on the bus, and then we took a nice, I think it was like a 5-hour ride or something like that to.
It was 5 hours?
I think it was something like that.
Did I sleep?
I think everybody slept for a little bit, Yeah, well, I'm sure you slept. And yeah, so
the one where we like picked up your
yes,
your cousins, and then we continued to ride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't sleep.
Not at all.
No.
It's crazy. Wild man, dude. Wild man. Okay, so then yeah, so you're right. So then we went to go pick up my other cousin that originally grew up in the States with me. He's a little older, but he grew up in the States with me. And then a few years ago, he decided that he wanted to move back to Vietnam. So then he just moved back to Vietnam.
Wait, who?
That was the cousin that we picked up.
He used to live here?
Yeah, he used to live here.
For real?
Yeah. You saw him a few times here, but you probably just don't remember. But anyways, so about 3 or so years ago, he decided to move back to Vietnam. So he moved back to Vietnam, and another cousin of mine that's in the States, he was vacationing in Vietnam too. So he went with us to Gat Ya as well. So then we went down there, we checked into this nice hotel, and then I don't remember the name of it, but and the nice thing about
Boa.
I don't know. You're just making up names now.
Boa something Zakzia resort.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it was some resort, but it was nice, and they had the nice eating area that was outside. I know you didn't like it as much, but I enjoyed it. But
yeah, there were so many birds and bugs.
Yeah, when you're outside, that's what happens. So what else happened? So we were there, and then we ended up visiting. So one of the days we ended up driving to go visit family from like a further area. They called it Tuba. So it's like.
I can vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So that's where we had that party where there was I think 60, 70 people there. And then that's when Alex was singing karaoke and all that stuff. Remember?
That's
exactly
just
right.
Meet me at the
Oh man. Yeah, he had so much fun, but we all had so much fun. So then we all went there and
they were trying to trick me in. They were trying to make me sing Die With A Smile. I was like, no. You
should have sang, man. Everyone would have cheered you on. It was a good time. So yeah, so then we did that, and then we then I think the next day we went to go visit family on my dad's side. So we went and we did that, and we hung out. It was just for a few hours. It wasn't anything crazy. And then after that, we headed back. We hung out for a little bit longer, and then then that was it. I think that was it for us. And then we were like, okay, well, we got to start. I think that was that was the end of our Vietnam trip because we had to wrap up. Then we started heading back to
In the hotel.
well, we had to head back to Ho Chi Minh City so we can fly to the Philippines.
Yeah.
So then from there, I remember
You're
my
crying a
cousin,
lot.
yeah, my cousin, he had a car there, so he was gonna drive us back to Ho Chi Minh
Only
City.
person that knows how to drive in his sibling.
I don't know if that's true.
He's the
Was
only
it?
one that knows how to drive a car. Everyone else is just motorcycle.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I thought another brother knew how to drive. No, okay, all right. But anyways,
That's at least what Sijek told me.
oh, is that right? Okay. Well, I thought his eldest brother knew how to drive also, but I'm not sure. I couldn't. I would put money on it, so I'm not 100% sure. But I remember, yeah. So when he pulled up the car, so we loaded up the car and everything, and then we had to say goodbye to everybody else.
I cried so much.
You did cry. Alex cried.
Everyone cried.
Everybody cried.
Except for you and
I didn't
Mommy.
cry. She didn't cry. But yeah, it was pretty sad. You know what I mean, because it's definitely been a while since I've been back. I mean, the last time I was there was like 19 years ago, so it's been a long time. And obviously, the first time there for both you and your brother. So it was very special for me. I was very happy to see that you guys were enjoying yourselves. You guys were at least trying some of the food, and then you guys were also traveling very well. I was thoroughly impressed with that. And I think one of the things that I loved the most was just kind of watching you try to string together words to make sentences so you can talk to my cousin, your uncle, whatever, and I in Vietnamese, and I just thought that was so adorable, and it was like, and they loved it. I mean, they find that
But then I started spending so much time in the Philippines, I just forgot.
Yeah, yeah. So we ended up
Duolingo can't help me no more.
no more. It's too much. But no, I thought you did a very good job. Again, I mean, it was it wasn't. I could tell it wasn't easy, but it was something that you wanted to do. So you were putting forth effort to try to put certain words together, to try to put together sentences just to say, hey, I'm having a good time, or hey, I would like to eat this, or hey, I would like to drink that, or hey, I would like to go do this, or whatever.
Hey, can we order 2 bowls of rice?
Yeah, so just simple things like that, and it was just nice, and I think I would like to think that they appreciated the effort that you put in to at least try to communicate with them in Vietnamese, which was I was thoroughly impressed. Yeah, so that was it. So what was your take on the whole trip? What would you say was your favorite moments or anything like that? Lasting memories?
Probably playing in the pool with Sin at the Nha Trang.
Okay, yeah. You guys had a great time there. You guys wanted to go to the pool like almost every day. I think you guys were there every day. Actually, now that I think about it.
Little cousin Sin.
Yeah.
Stop it in the home.
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither.
It's like so I will say one of the funniest things about that was that so they had a little cousin over there.
I had a little cousin.
Yeah, well, it's older than now, so he's between Carter and Alex's age. And the funny thing is that he doesn't speak English. They don't really speak Vietnamese, so they couldn't really communicate with each other when they were there. But somehow they still made it work, and they would just kind of try to play and just point and signal stuff with each other. But then I don't know where he came up with that phrase where he just kept yelling that as if that meant
stop it in the home.
Stop it in the home. Like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Like, I wonder if he heard something that sounds like that and then he just repeat. I don't even know, but I thought it was so adorable and so funny. Like, it just cracked me up.
Stop it in the home.
But another thing that was also great was that they realized that they could use technology
like
to
Google
communicate.
Translate.
Correct. So they ended up using Google Translate to communicate with each other, where these guys would say something in English and then it'll translate in Vietnamese to him, and then he'll do the reverse so it could translate to them. So they could still communicate with each other just by using technology, which that was, obviously that was not available back when I went there the first time. Luckily, I can't speak Vietnamese. Not great, but good enough.
Like a 2 or 3-year-old.
Yeah, maybe like a 5-year-old.
Hey, you said that yourself in Vietnam.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So any big takeaways from a trip? Any? Oh, you know what? One of the days I remember we went to check out this cafe called, I believe it was called Oasis Cafe. Remember?
Oh, the one with the fish?
The one with the koi fish. Yeah.
So you would like get like this little section like inside the water.
Mhm.
It was like connected to the floor, like attached to the wall. And you could just like watch the fish like swim. And they would give you like this food.
Like
you
fish
could,
food.
Yeah, like fish food. You could like feed it to the fish.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like look it up if you've never heard of it or never seen it. It was like super cool. I
What
think
was
it
it
was
called
called
again?
Oasis Cafe in Ho Chi Minh City. It was amazing. It was so cool. Oh, you know what? What we didn't touch on is that when we were in Nha Trang, we went to one of the days we ended up going to Vin Pro. Remember?
Oh.
We took like the gondola over to the island, and then we went over there. They had some rides there. They had there were a couple
Yeah,
different
I slept
shows.
through most of the show. Like when I woke up, I was
That's true.
like, man, why are they fighting? Where did the dragon come from?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it was. So we saw a couple shows. We saw like a water show there, and then we saw like I don't know, like a show where they're acting out like prince and princesses stuff or whatever. And yeah, that was super fun too. That was really cool. That was probably the most crowded I've ever seen a place in Vietnam. It was very crowded there. Like we were in lines and lines and lines, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Disney or anything like that. But it was still it was kind of like Disney. They had like kind of like a Magic Kingdom type castle there, and but yeah, it was fun.
At first, when you guys told me that like there was a show like behind the castle, at first I couldn't really hear you guys well, so I thought that you guys said in the castle. So I was like, "Ooh, I get to go in the castle."
We did not go into the castle. Okay, so what else? So then I think okay. So any big takeaways or anything like that? Like anything else you want to share about our trip?
It was fun playing with my little cousin Sin, because the entire time he would just say, "Stop it in the home!"
I don't even know what that means.
And then we just keep
Stop
on
it
saying
in the
it,
home.
like at the same time.
And you know, it's funny.
repeating it
Like
after each other.
it's funny because I initially thought he said stop it in the hole. I didn't realize he said stop it in the home.
Yeah, it was "Stop it in the home."
I don't even know what he. Yeah, I had no idea. I was just cracking up because he was so cute because he's like this little cute kid, so he was really funny. And like it's funny because they don't have he's not surrounded by a lot of like young kids, so he's always hanging out with adults. So when you
So
talk
like
to him,
when you were talking to him, like the entire time he just sounded like an old man.
yeah, it's like it's like this cute little adorable little kid, but his mannerisms are very much like a grown man.
His like manners are better than me.
No,
'Cause I
his
don't have
man. No,
manners.
his get out of here. His mannerisms. So like he would walk with his hand behind his hands behind his back, and just little things like that. Just his mannerisms, just the way he talks, and
No, his manners are better than
his
mine.
manners are better actually. Now that you mention it, he knows how to. He's very good at greeting his elders. He's very good at saying like thank you and speaking properly with his elders and everything. So yeah, he was but he was a very cute kid, very adorable. Anyways,
Like one side of him is for kids, Italian brain rot and all that weird cringe stuff that kids see nowadays, and then the other side's like a lot of mannerism and like all that nice
manners.
stuff.
Yeah. No, but he was a good kid. But anyways, what else? What else would you say? What would you recommend someone do if they went to Vietnam? What did you enjoy the most doing besides obviously playing with your cousin?
Probably swimming.
Swimming. So you just recommend swimming? That was it. Okay.
What do you recommend?
Oh man, you know what? I really enjoyed. I actually enjoyed a lot of things. I enjoyed that Mekong Delta tour that we did. I thought that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed going to Vin Pro. I thought that was it was like a theme park. So I thought that was a lot of fun too. Obviously, the ocean is nice. The pools are nice. But I would say my
One thing
favorite
that was
thing.
cool is that the the water in the beach was more blue and clear, not green. It like in the U.S. because like water's kind of green. It's like greener.
Greener here in the
Yeah,
US? Oh, okay.
here.
Oh, if there was more blue?
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. So
because probably filled with more pee.
you're saying more people pee? You believe more people pee in the ocean in the US?
Yeah.
You might be right. So I don't know. Okay, so the thing that I love the most probably there's just the food. Like I ate anything and everything. I loved it. I could eat. Yeah, I just ate so much when I was there. Like obviously everybody loves like pho. I mean, but there's so many different types of like noodle dishes, and we ate banh mi's and we ate like
In Ban Hoi.
banh hoi, yeah, and then obviously different rice dishes like kom tam and whatever. But there's just so many
What's
different
Kontam?
kom tam. That's like the broken rice dish with like the pork chop and all that other stuff in there. but but yeah, like I would say obviously, the number one thing is, hanging out with, family and all that stuff. But I would say for me, it's just like the food, man. I
Just
love,
eat.
I just, well, yeah, it's like, cause like, I don't know what it is. Well, I kind of do know what it is, but a lot of times when you eat food overseas, like they just don't have the same, all the chemicals and all the stuff that they have here in the US. So because of that, it's like, I feel like you can eat a lot more of that stuff and not gain weight or not gain as much weight. You're gonna gain weight. You're gonna eat a
That's why
lot.
you gotta eat like 500 pounds in the U.S. and then
No, I feel like you eat a lot less here and you can gain weight because
like
they don't
one
have all
granola
the
bar
extra.
here is like 5 pounds, like totally,
That is not
and then like
totally.
and then 500 granola bars there is like 1 pound.
Yeah, whatever. Moving on. But so that I would say that is my favorite thing over there.
That's
just
your recommendation.
yes, to eat everything. Oh, you know what was crazy
Eat
too?
everything.
Eat everything.
The road. Eat
No.
everything.
Eat all the food. Don't listen to this guy.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
You think it's time to wrap it up?
Yep.
All right.
That was episode 2 of our Little Big Chat Show. We'll see you next time.